Return to Earth/Space 1999. Chapter 1, A New Hope. Commander John Koenig stood on the observation deck of Moonbase Alpha, staring out into the vastness of space. It had been years since the moon was blasted out of Earth's orbit, sending its inhabitants on a perilous journey through the cosmos. The crew had faced countless dangers, but hope had never wavered. Today, that hope was rekindled by an unexpected discovery. "Commander, you need to see this," called Professor Victor Bergman, his voice tinged with excitement. Koenig turned to see Bergman holding a data pad, his eyes gleaming with anticipation. "What is it, Victor?" Koenig asked, stepping closer. "We've detected a signal." Chapter 2, The Journey Home. The news spread like wildfire through Moonbase Alpha. Dr. Helena Russell, the base's chief medical officer, couldn't contain her excitement. "John, do you think it's really possible?" Koenig nodded, his expression determined. "If there's even a chance, we have to take it." Alan Carter, the base's ace pilot, was already preparing Eagle 1 for the journey. "I've been waiting for this day, Commander. Let's bring our people home." As the crew gathered in the command center, Sandra Benes and Paul Morrow worked tirelessly to decode the signal. Coordinates and a message: return home. Eagle 1 soared through space, guided by the coordinates from the signal. The journey was tense, but the crew's spirits were high. Bergman adjusted his glasses, studying the data. "It's a distress signal, John. Someone out there needs our help."
Commander John Koenig leaned forward in his chair, his aging but still sharp eyes fixed on the screen. Dr. Helena Russell stood beside him, her presence as steadying as it had been since the first chaotic days of their journey. "Are we sure about this, Victor?" Koenig asked, addressing Professor Victor Bergman, who was standing by the computer console. Victor's face lit up with a rare smile. "The signal is unmistakably terrestrial in origin. It's faint, but it's their Earth signature frequencies. We're finally within range." The command center erupted into cautious excitement. After years of drifting through uncharted space, the idea of reconnecting with their home planet seemed almost impossible. Yet, the signal was a beacon of hope. Despite their excitement, the Alphans faced a grim reality: their moon was no longer in its original orbit. Returning to Earth would require an extraordinary effort. Maya, the shape-shifting psychic scientist who had joined them in their second year, presented a daring plan. "There's a gravitational anomaly ahead. If we calibrate our thrusters and use the anomaly as a slingshot, we can redirect the moon toward Earth's trajectory." Koenig nodded, but his expression was grim. "And if we miscalculate? We could be torn apart," Maya admitted. "But this is our best chance." The crew debated the risks, but ultimately, the decision was clear. After 2 decades, they would risk everything to return home. Chapter 3, The Slingshot. As the moon approached the gravitational anomaly, tension filled Moonbase Alpha. The Eagle transporters were prepped for emergency evacuations, but everyone knew survival depended on perfect execution. Koenig's voice echoed through the base. "All hands, brace for impact." The moon trembled as the anomaly's forces gripped it. Victor and Maya worked tirelessly in the control room, adjusting thrusters and monitoring calculations. The strain was enormous, but at last, the moon broke free, hurtling toward Earth's orbit. When the tremor subsided, Helena exhaled deeply. "Did it work?" Victor checked his instruments. A wide grin spread across his face. "We're on course for Earth." Chapter 4, Reentry. As the moon neared Earth, the Alphans were overwhelmed by the sight of their home world. The planet had changed in 2 decades, vast cities glowed beneath the clouds, and strange, orbital stations dotted the sky. Communication was established with Earth's space agencies. The world was stunned to learn of Moonbase Alpha's survival and their journey through space. Preparations were made to bring the crew back to Earth's surface. Eagle transporters ferried the first groups of Alphans to Earth. Koenig insisted on being the last to leave. As he stepped onto the planet's surface for the first time in 20 years, he was overcome by a wave of emotion. The air, the sky, the feel of solid ground, it was overwhelming. Chapter 5: A New Beginning. Earth's leaders welcomed the Alphans as heroes, but the crew quickly realized they were returning to a world that had moved on. Advanced technology, new political alliances, and environmental changes had transformed Earth. For some, like Victor and Maya, the scientific opportunities were thrilling. Helena adapted quickly, using her medical expertise to assist with Earth's modern challenges. Koenig struggled with the loss of command, but found solace in helping reintegrate his people. The Alphans became ambassadors of resilience and exploration, sharing their knowledge and experiences. Though they faced challenges, they also inspired humanity to look to the stars once more, with renewed curiosity and hope. Epilogue: The Legacy of Moonbase Alpha. Years later, Koenig stood on a lunar station, now rebuilt as a hub for space exploration. Looking at the stars, he reflected on their journey. "We survived the impossible," he murmured. "And we proved that no matter how far we go, home is worth fighting for." The moon still orbited Earth, a silent witness to humanity's dreams. And though Moonbase Alpha was no longer operational, its legacy lived on in the hearts of those who had called it home and in the renewed spirit of exploration that drove humanity forward into the cosmos.
What's next for us, John? Helena asked. Koenig smiled. Whatever the universe throws our way, we'll face it together.